In this video, let's talk about divisibility rules that are based on the last digit or digits of a number. So the first one we will look at, or the first three we will look at, depends on the last digit of your number. So to find out if something is divisible by 2, or another way to say that is it an even number? A whole number is divisible by 2 if the units digit, the last one on the right, is even. So that means it's going to end in either 2, 4, 6, or 8. To find out if it's divisible by 5, you look at the very last digit, and if it ends in a 0 or 5, you know it's divisible by 5. And then to find out if it's divisible by 10, the very last digit must be a 0. Those divisibility rules are some that you may be more familiar with, but the rest of them you may never have heard about. So let's look at the ones that are dependent on the last several digits, not just the last one. So for the number 4, a whole number is divisible by 4 if the 2 rightmost digits of the number. Now what does that mean? That's the 2 digits on the right. So the 2 rightmost digits of the number represents a number divisible by 4. So let's look at the first example. The last 2 digits are 24. So is 24 divisible by 4? Does 4 go into 24 without any remainder? And it does. So that number, that big number, 12,524, is divisible by 4. What about the second example, 31? Does 4 go into 31 with no remainder? It doesn't, so that is not divisible by 4. And then this last one, it's a huge number, but the last 2 digits is 12, and 4 goes into 12, so therefore that big number is divisible by 4. And then the last one, 8. This time, instead of looking at the 2 rightmost digits, we're going to look at the 3 digits that are on the right. And again, we're going to see if those 3 digits, so that would be 168, is this time divisible by 8. So you might be able to look at that in your head, or you may think 8 goes into 16 2 times, and 8 goes into 8 goes into 8 one time. So, and there's nothing left over. So, yes, it is divisible by 8. So we just had to divide 8 into the last 3 instead of that big number.